all decks are set for the Bank Nifty to outperform the Nifty. Now, whether the Nifty corrects a bit and the Bank Nifty doesn't correct as much, or the Bank Nifty takes Nifty higher, is anybody's guess right now. But very likely that the decks are set for the Bank Nifty to do much better than the Nifty per se. The good part about last week also was that the expansion of market breadth was seen for the first time in the last 6 months as a weekly breadth. And that is actually a very, very positive sign. And you look at sectors, we all know banking is doing well, but suddenly if you look at the quadrant movements, right, and there are these relative rotation graphs that many people have, but aroma chemicals, housing finance companies, banks, have all strength and momentum on their side. And therefore, you might want to look at some of these specific pockets of strength as well. The only alert that I give to all of this is the multiple quant indicators, which many houses now have, which are all showing that the markets are in the extreme greed quadrant. Now, these tend to maybe react or perform with a bit of a lag. They are kind of lead indicators, so just be careful with leverage is the point I would make. The last point on the trade setup today, I was looking at the HSBC asset management note, which they have put out. Some great stuff on China. By the way, guys, it's just insane that China now has gold ATMs. You go and put in a gold bar or gold coin in that ATM. It decides the purity, the weight, so on and so forth, melts the gold and gives the equivalent amount of cash for that gold into your inbox.
Whoa.
It's quite something, really. But the HSBC Asset Management Note calls India as a safe harbor. And they say that Indian stocks have gained slightly since Liberation Day tariffs were announced, which is one of the few markets which have done this. And with India still exhibiting world-leading GDP and earnings growth and valuations having corrected over the recent months, the case for the country's equities in the face of global challenges is compelling. So that's actually not bad.
I wonder if we're going back to gold standard, huh?
I think gold ATM should be done in India. I mean, I just wonder what that would look like.
The
lines
CEOs
would be too
and
long.
MDs of Manappuram and Muthoot are gonna not like you too much.
Hate that idea.
And the lines would be a little long, wouldn't you think?
I think so. The lines would definitely be a little long. But yeah, but those are gold loans with Muthoot and Manappuram.
Yeah.
This is an easy sale. But yeah, anyway. So much action. Before we get to the derivative setup, a quick set of factors to watch from my end. Corporate action is definitely going to be in focus this week. 10 Nifty companies will be reporting this week, including Reliance Industries at the end of the week. And really, can corporate results continue to surprise on the upside? Because the kind of tsunami of good results from banks has sort of taken the bad taste of IT out of the markets, if that's any indicator. But this week we get a sense of whether Q4 is going to be not as bad as expected across the board, and which is why corporate results will be on top of mind. Bulls are firmly in charge, no doubt, because look at this. The Nifty has gained more than 2,000 points in the last 7 sessions. The index has now moved above the key resistance at 23,870 and is trading above all major moving averages. Will we hit 24,000 this week, and then will we sustain is really the big question. It has also crossed the 100 EMA, indicating a midterm uptrend. The index is now approaching the 200-day SMA, which is placed around 24,050, now seen as the next resistance level. Support for Nifty at 23,650. Nifty Bank has settled at 54,290, just shy of its all-time high. And immediate resistance, of course, for Bank Nifty at 54,467. A breakout could lead to a fresh rally. Previous resistance was at 53,670. So now that becomes your immediate support.